place where in 1066 a battle was fought between Normans and Anglo-Saxons for the throne of England. And Normans won the battle. This is known in history as Norman conquest. 私は今ドーバーの近くにあるヘイスティングの戦いがあった場所に来ています。皆さん世界史の時間にノルマンコンクエスト、ノルマン人による征服というのを学ばれたことを覚えていらっしゃいますでしょうか。フランスの北部のノルマンディー地方からノルマン人がやってきて、その王はウィリアムと言いましたが、その王がイギリスのハロルドという王をやっつけて勝利をし、そしてイギリスを我が手に入れたという、そういうお話だったんですけれども、その戦いが行われたのがここです。この丘にずっと並んでイギリス軍が現れました。そしてそれを攻めるのは向こう側の丘の下のところからやってきたノルマン人たちです。船を仕立ててフランスからやっとの思いでここにたどり着き、その勢いで上陸をし、ここまでみんなで歩いてきたということです。その数約7000人だったと言われています。そして対するイギリス軍の方はバイキングとの戦いを終え、そしてここへ到着したんですけど、その頃にはもうだいぶなんか力が弱っていたみたいなんですね。そして人数は約5000人でした。で7000人対5000人で戦ったんですけれども、とうとう最後にはノルマン人の方が押し勝って、そしてここに王国を築いたという、そういう記念すべき戦いの場所です。その場所に今立っています。でこの場所っていうのは後から教会が建てられまして、その跡が少し残っています。でこれからちょっと見て、見学しようというふうに思っております。はい。
We're going to sneak preview and follow them back to their tented mews, where you can see the birds you've just witnessed flying in action. Plus.
Sent home, my lord. Sent home? We need every man we can get. My lord. I know that you are rich with children. You have 13 children with 8 different women. But I have only one now. My lord, he is all I have.
Our old godly son is not only king of England,
I will take him into my household. He has served me, looking after the house while we are away at Abbey. If he stands with me, with Harold. It would be my honour, my lord, to know that my house is safe with you. Fight together.
Normans and Saxons both. And for the first part of this display, we should turn our attention to part. Here they are. They've arrived before the Normans. A chance to seize the ridge guarding the road to London. The English army is here. Saxon warriors to defend the hearths and homes. Give them a cheer. This is the pride of the nation. You see the banners, the huskars, the fieldsmen.
Good luck, boys!
Nobles, warriors, farmers, peasants, all united in their wish to defend their homes. So once again, make some noise, the pride of England is here! They are fighting for you! They are fighting for their homes, their hearts, all of us! To send the invader back into the sea. So once again, I give you Saxon England! And still they come, pouring onto the battlefield, by their hundreds, even in their thousands. The banners fly in the wind. Swordsmen, spearmen, axemen, bowmen, slingers, a vast arsenal and a mighty host, here to face the Normans, who are not yet visible. Where are they? Somewhere in the hills between here and the sea. Defend us or sell their lives dearly in the attempt. The Saxon left, the Saxon centre, and now the Saxon right in 3 great battles, 3 great blocks. But one man is missing. Where is the king? But wait, do I see a horseman approaching with a bannerman on a white horse, with a crown upon his head? The king is here! King Harold Godwinson! A regal and resplendent figure. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the presence of royalty. Make some noise for King Harold of England! By his side, his personal bannerman with the fighting man of Wessex, because of course, before he was king, he was Earl of Wessex. And therefore, the white fighting man on the red banner is the symbol of Wessex, and it has become the symbol of this English army. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have the finest warriors in England here. We have a noble king. We have a banner to fight under. No doubt, once they get going and they start galloping, you will feel the ground shake under the steel-shoed hooves of these horses. Just imagine how much more scary it would be with 2,000 horses. This would be an unstoppable weapon. Each rider, the best part of a ton of man, horse, wood and metal. With a horse moving at top speed, maybe 30 miles an hour, that's a ton of matter coming at you. All that speed delivered at the point of a spear or the point of a sword. It would burst through a shield, burst being's body and out the other side. This is a battering ram of horse flesh, man and steel. Now the other thing to notice, they shall meet in the middle of Senlac Hill. Who do you want to win this encounter, ladies and gentlemen? Is it the Norman Taillefer? Is it our Saxon warrior, unnamed but brave beyond words? Here they come, here they come, here they come! They clash! Sword versus sword. Taillefer looks to have the advantage. The Saxon is bent under the blows from Taillefer's sword. His horse is dancing around like lightning, like quicksilver. But what's this? More English warriors come forward. That's hardly fair. Well, a win is a win, they say. Taillefer is beating off. He's fighting left and right, hacking and hewing. But what's this? Taillefer has been unhorsed. He's been pulled to the ground and put to death. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're of Norman persuasion, then boo this act. If you're of Saxon persuasion, then cheer. First blood to King Harold's horses. This is merely a prelude to battle. The infantry will do the main work once the archers have softened them. Well, the archery and the slingshots are merely the... And the Norman warriors step off, hundreds upon hundreds. Again, the Normans, like the Saxons, in three great battles, a left, a centre and a right. They almost race each other up the hill, eager to be the first to cross blades with the Saxons. Here they come! In now. The warriors are hacking and hewing, slicing and dicing, thrusting and cutting. Put heart into your warriors. Cheer now to make their sword arms stronger. Come on, make some noise! The Saxons are not giving ground. The Normans are pushing hard, but cannot make any impression on the shield wall. The blood begins to flow. The swords flash. The spears stab down. The Saxons, as I said, are not giving ground. And what's this? The Normans begin to pull back. The Saxon army has survived the first onslaught. Second blood also to Saxon England! Held the line, they have held the road, they have held England safe. But we have only seen the Norman archers and the Norman... It is ours! Victory! That's what we want! Victory for Saxon England! His feared horsemen. If his infantry couldn't smash their way through the shield wall, maybe his horsemen can. Each horseman wheels into line with the discipline and the control that is the hallmark of William's professional and personal troops. As they peel in, they spur on, they approach. Lances levelled, and they're in! Will they find a chink in the armour? Will they find a gap in the shield wall? Heavy horsemen, heavy warriors, heavy weaponry. Well, the first attack has not found a hole, but don't give up. They come on again. There is pluck, there is courage. There is devotion to their liege lord. They will plunge into the cauldron a second time. Here they come! Give the horsemen a cheer as they spur on! It's a brave sight. Speed and dash. The horse's steel-shod hooves thumping on the turf, causing the very ground to shake. But it seems as though even these horsemen cannot find a gap in the shield wall. Shoulder to shoulder, Saxon England has stood firm again. Archery has not bowed them. An infantry assault has not crushed them. The horsemen have not broken through. Saxon England holds firm again.
Oh, Britannia.
Maybe he has survived that crisis. The rest of the Norman army waits with its bated breath. In this period of history, with your leader down, chaos, fear, confusion can run riot through the ranks. This could be the end of the Norman invasion unless Duke William can show himself to his force. Quickly, quickly, or else this will be indeed a Saxon victory. Do we want a Saxon victory, ladies and gentlemen? Do we want to see Duke William on his horse? Some say yes, some say no. He's on his horse. Took him a while. He must show himself to his army. He must show himself to ensure that fear doesn't spread through the ranks. Quickly, my lord, show yourself to the troops. Remove your helmet so that everyone may see your face. William is alive!
Look at me! Look at me! See my face! I still live! Those English sons of house can't kill me! Their sword arms are as weak as their king, but I am strong. We are strong, and together we shall go up that hill and slay the usurper hound. I will hit you. I am William, King of Normandy, but by nightfall I shall be William, King of England.
He shall be William, King of England, before sunset. Ladies and gentlemen, cheer for Duke William, the man who would be King of England. He still lives! But this retreat of his forces has given him an idea. It tempted Saxon soldiers to leave the shield wall. It happened by accident, but he's a master tactician. Could he use this impetuosity of the Saxons to his advantage? He begins to form a cunning plan.
Hurry up, you got half an hour left.
So, but he didn't call the Weasel.
William the Weasel.
If the Saxons can be persuaded, forced, encouraged to leave the shield wall, they can be defeated in detail, bit by bit. Therefore, Duke William issues orders for part of his Franco-Flemish contingent, his Franco-Flemish forces, to attack the other end of the English shield wall to see if they can be tempted out of the line. Will it work? William issues his orders and his horsemen begin to set off, heading for the left of the Saxon shield wall. This has to look good. It has to look good if the English are to believe it. William is the master of trickery. And the Norman horse are engaged. But it seems haphazard, half-hearted. They are pretending to be poor soldiers, and they will feign a retreat. Will it work? Will the Saxons leave the shield wall?
Come on, lads.
Yes, it's certainly a lacklustre attack. That is deliberate. It is deliberate.
Quickly, pass the word to my brother to hold his men back. He is not to advance. He is not to leave the shield wall. He is not to take the bait. Hurry!
Too late! They've taken the bait!
No, you fools! Hold! Hold! By all that is holy, stop them! This may cost us the battle, even the kingdom itself.
Harold has a right to be furious. A third of his army has pursued the retreating horsemen down the hill, just as the other end of his army did. But this time it was deliberate, and the horsemen, whose lacklustre attack tempted them out of the shield wall, now turn savagely, spur on, draw swords, and hack the foolhardy English who left the shield wall and advanced down the hill. Look at that! Horsemen pouring all over those Saxons, hacking them, and they fall one by one into the dust.
They're all dropping like flies.
Just one or two foolhardy warriors left. They too will succumb and fall to Norman spears and Norman swords. The English army has shrunk. It is 50% of what it was at the start of the battle. This could be disaster. But if you are cheering for the Normans, this could mean success. So cheer the victory of the...
And now! He's hit! I saw him stagger! Oh, my lord! Godwin's son! By the grace of God, Harold has been hit! I'm sure it was him. By the blood of Christ, my archers have earned their pay today.
If King Harold was indeed struck, then the arrow was truly guided by God, Your Grace, and we must give thanks to him.
Yes, there will be time enough for that after it was. Now, I saw him struck in the head, but his armor there protected him. If he is merely wounded, we must make sure, and quickly, before nightfall is upon us. I need men to finish him off. Eustace! Take Ponthieu and Giffard! Spur your horses up the hill and finish that dog Harold! And duke them for the man who brings me his head! Signal the advance. Throw every man we have into the assault. We'll finish this now!
We'll finish this now. Yes, indeed. Here come the Norman cavalry to finish off Harold if he still lives. Look at that. His half-guard cluster around his body. The finest warriors in England. They will sell their lives dearly before they give up King Harold. So cheer the Huscarls. Cheer the half-guard protecting King Harold. Come on, you can do it, boys. And if that cavalry charge wasn't enough, William throws all of his horsemen into the attack. This is your last chance to cheer. Saxon England's hopes may rest on your cheers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So make some noise for the fallen king. We could yet still win this. But the cavalry are relentless, circling, hacking and hewing, stabbing down. One by one, the bodyguard fall next to the body of their king. It seems as though William's cavalry have done the job. The fighting man of Wessex, the blood red and white banner is in Norman hands. They've seized it from the Huscarls and it is now paraded. And at the same time, the Norman infantry come up to finish the job. A handful of survivors in the shield wall are all that is left between the Normans and victory. So on they come. to do is sell their lives dearly and take as many Normans with them to Hades, Valhalla, hell, or whatever they believe in. On come the Normans now with proper fire in their bellies. They've seen their enemy king fall. Victory is within their grasp. They push hard and the Saxons give ground. Getting pushed back, push back. This is disaster for Saxon England. The Normans have fire in their bellies and they can see victory in their sights. One by one, brave Saxon warriors fall to the swords and spears of the Norman infantry. More banners are captured. Is there still a Saxon left alive? Just a handful. They've been overwhelmed on the left flank and in the centre. Just a handful left on the Norman right. Is there still a Saxon left? Ladies and gentlemen, the only Saxons left on Senlac Ridge are now dead. Victory for Normandy! But this victory has been granted by God, and Bishop Odo now comes forth to tell the warriors to kneel to give thanks to God.
Soldiers, warriors, on your knees. God's work has truly been done this day. Bow your heads in prayer and let us thank him for his blessings on this field of victory.
So as the Norman army kneels in prayer, nobody moves on the battlefield, just one small knot of figures, and not a warrior, a lady. Edith Swanneck, the common law wife and mistress of King Harold, has come to find the body of the last English king.
As I made my way onto the field of slaughter, carrion crows rose all around me, seemingly the only living things on that blood-soaked hillside. But I was not alone. Others searched the field too, although whether for loved ones or for plunder, I cared not. I searched only for my lord's body, so that he might know a Christian burial. Duke William, I cannot bring myself to call him a king, provided a soldier to guide me to the place where my lord's banner had last been seen flying on the day of battle, before the bloody end came. There I found the bodies lay thickest, fallen in a final last stand. Many were already naked, stripped by ghouls and robbers searching to profit from the terrible slaughter, so that in death I could not tell Norman from Englishman. The sun was past its peak before I found him. It mattered not that I was bloodied to the waist and elbows from searching. I had found my lord, my love, my Harold. But little wonder the Duke's men could not find him for themselves. His body was torn, his regal armour and tunic gone, and worse, oh cruel fate, his head sundered from his body and not to be found. Thus was I denied a last chance to gaze upon the face of my love. Yet I knew his body, for we had been as man and wife, and it was dearer to me than my own. Oh, Harold, why did you leave me? I wrapped his body in linen, but when I made to take it for burial, the Duke forbade it. Harold's poor mother, with 5 of her sons now dead, offered the body's weight in gold if we could but have it for burial, but William refused. He feared my Harold in death as an English martyr as much as he had feared him in life. My lord was buried in a grave on the seashore, without stones or markers to tell where he lived. So passed the last English king, Harold II, Harold Godwinson, my lord, my liege, my lover, and I shall follow him soon.
News of the epic events of 1066 began to spread across Europe even before the last warrior was buried on the battlefield. The Norwegian Vikings, who played such an important but doomed part in the campaign of 1066, recounted the tale in their epic poem, the Heimskringla, which summed up the Norman conquest of England like this.
William came o'er the sea.
The soldiers stand because this is a victory for Normandy! Normandy! The Norman army now has to march on to London. So Norman warriors fall in and march on to seize the very throne of England itself. His Grace the Duke allows Edith to leave the field, but now he means to seize control, not only of this battlefield, but of the entire land of England. Your Grace, William, Duke of Normandy, for soon you shall be King of England, march on to London. Here he comes. Oh, very nice. As the Duke sets off, give your cheers to your new overlord. Your taxes are due. Here he is, William, King of England. I give you once again, William, Duke of Normandy and King of England. This is it. Wave those flags. Show your loyalty. This is the man now in command of your fates. The Saxon banner in red and white paraded like a trophy. As the horsemen come past, the Norman foot soldiers peel in to follow on. London is just a few days' march away. This now becomes a victory parade for the Norman army. And as I said, the only living on the field are the Normans. The only sign of the Saxons are the dead warriors. A high tide mark, a bloody tide mark here on Senlac Ridge.